Hey, what's up everyone? Day 2 of pulling this disastrous van apart. Got these to deal with. I keep trying to like put them up here, but they keep falling down. So just gonna be dealing with hanging wires. So a few things. First of all, Jake looked through his toolbox and found that we do have a razor. So I think what I'm going to start with is cutting down some of this upholstery. And then I don't really know what I'm going to do next. There's carpeting around some of these wheel wells. Maybe I'll see if I can dig some of those up now that I have this. There's still some wood trim that could come down, although I want to have Jake take a look at some things and see what he thinks as far as what you're saying, what should go. And yeah, I don't know, that might be it for today. Today is Memorial Day, and it is my final day at home full time. So during this whole COVID-19 thing, I've been working remotely for basically the past 2 months. The last day we spent in the office was March 13th. And so they decided that we're going back to work. I have a whole lot of feelings about that, but that's for a different video. So I'm gonna take advantage of the day and try and get some stuff done and enjoy myself. And then we're supposed to have a rainstorm before too long, so I might have to quit because I am running an extension cord from our carport back here to set up a little fan to get some ventilation since the AC doesn't work. And yeah, so here we go. Okay.
Tara?
Yeah, see where it's hanging down? See if that knife will cut it.
Yep, cuts right through.
Cuts right through?
Yeah, easily.
Okay, that is the tool I will use then.
Goes right through.
Few things of note. First of all, my husband is the best. He made another pot of coffee and brought one out to me so I can keep my energy high. So, a few things. The paint on this upholstery made it a lot harder to cut. Maybe a little bit easier in some parts because it made it so stiff. That I was kind of like able to stab through it and create like perforations and then tear. But this knife that Jake gave me in lieu of a real box cutter is not really made for this. Like, yeah, it's sharp, it can do, you know, it's meant to be like in your car for if you have an emergency kind of thing. It's not, it wasn't ideal for this kind of job. So I had to put a lot more work into that than I might have otherwise. People who have experience with these kind of things were like, oh my god, you're making this so much harder. Second thing, the as you can see up here, all of that wood that I was seeing the other day where I was like, oh, it's flaking. It's literally this entire thing. The entire interior, the upholstery is attached to some sort of really, really cheap plywood. I don't know. It doesn't look like MDF. It looks like plywood. Some pieces of it seem a little bit more legit than others. But that means that we're probably going to have to rip all of that out. And now that I'm looking, I'm seeing, oh my god, there's another layer of upholstery under there. Look at this. Oh my god, you guys. Look at, there's more upholstery. Why? Why? So anyway, that's gonna be fun. But I got the ceiling and the two side panels pretty much taken care of, enough that like we know what's going on back there and we can see some stuff. Another kind of cool thing, so I don't know if I mentioned this, but I've been wondering what the hell this thing is. And so I took a picture of it and I went inside and I looked it up, and it turns out that it looks like it's an HVAC like thing, which is good if it's functional, because the cab does not blow cold air. So poor Jake, when he was driving down in the Florida heat, a little bit extreme. So I was wondering, like, okay, how does this work? If you look in here, you can see that there are these two like air tubes that are clearly feeding up, and then I forget where it was, back in here maybe, I could see some like insulated piping. I can also see some of it here. So I'm thinking that somebody was installing AC and just never finished it. And the reason that I figured that out is, okay, so I did this side first and I ripped, and I couldn't get this little thingy out. So I just kind of ripped around it, and luckily the upholstery ripped around. But on this side, when I pulled it out, it pulled the whole cup out. And when you look at it, inside there, it's the same stuff as this stuff, which means this is an air vent. So, yeah, this is gonna be really interesting to kind of see what we keep finding, what treasures we find, what works, what doesn't. Anyway, I think it's probably time for lunch. So I'm gonna take a break, but I feel like I accomplished something. There's still so much to do though. Oh my god. Anyway, all right, I'll catch you guys in a little bit.